So welcome to Steps to Maths. In this short video we'll be looking at powers of integers. So the integers, as you know, are the positive and negative whole numbers. So we'll be looking at negative numbers being raised to a power, and we'll be looking at any integer to a negative power. So let's have a look at the first thing, the negative number to a power. Minus 2 to the power of 5 means exactly the same as any normal power. It means whatever is in the brackets is multiplied by itself 5 times, meaning we've got negative 2 by negative 2 by negative 2 by negative 2 by negative 2. So you already know from multiplying integers what happens to the signs. Negative 2 by negative 2 gives you positive 4. Positive 4 multiplied by negative 2 gives you negative 8. Negative 8 multiplied by negative 2 gives you positive 16. And positive 16 multiplied by negative 2 gives you negative 32. So the one thing that you will probably really notice here is that every time you're multiplying, the sign changes. Okay? So if we've got negative 2 squared, we'll have positive 4. If we have negative 2 to the power of 4, we'll have positive 16. If we have negative 2 to the power of 5, the result is negative 32. So every time you multiply by a negative number, you're changing sign. Let's have a look at the other notion. What about negative powers? Well, for negative powers, we're just going to follow the rules. Let's see where negative powers come from. If I have 7 cubed divided by 7 to the power of 5, my rule is I subtract the indices. We know this from natural numbers. So the rule is you subtract the indices and you get 7 to the power of 3 subtract 5. And the result is 7 to the power of negative 2. So we want to know is, what does 7 to the power of negative 2 mean? Well, we know it comes from 7 cubed divided by 7 to the power of 5. And we know that 7 cubed divided by 7 to the power of 5 means 7 by 7 by 7 divided by 7 by 7 by 7 by 7 by 7. Now those 3 sevens on the top will cancel with 3 of the 5 sevens on the bottom, leaving 2 sevens on the bottom. Okay, so the final result will be 1 over 7 by 7, or another way of saying that is 1 over 7 squared. So 7 to the power of minus 2 is exactly the same as 1 over 7 squared. So the rule is any number to a minus power is the reciprocal of the positive power. Okay, that might take a little bit of getting used to. So it just means if I'm saying a to the minus b is the reciprocal of a to the power of b, I mean 7 to the minus 2 is the reciprocal of 7 squared. I mean that 5 to the power of minus 7 is the reciprocal of 5 to the power of plus 7. Okay? So reciprocal means you're turning the fraction upside down. So 7 will become 1 over 7. 1 over 7 will become 7. You just switch it the other way around. Okay, so there's the rule. A negative power is the reciprocal of the positive power.